Chapter 23, Part 2. Maya had stopped singing. She was making her way back to Miss Minton when she saw them. A dozen men or more, with blackened faces, carrying rifles, creeping up from the river. "Don't try anything," the captain shouted. "We're armed." A single shot was fired over their heads. "Run!" hissed Finn to his mother's people. With a cry that seemed to be one cry, his Zante vanished into the forest, leaving the 4 Europeans staring in horror at the invaders. But it was not the Zante who were being rounded up. "Who are you?" said Miss Minton furiously to the leader with his blackened face. "What do you want?" said Finn. Captain Pereira stared. A tall lady, a boy who spoke perfect English, an elderly gentleman, and the girl who sang. These must be the people that he was told to rescue. A lady with feathers and human teeth, a boy with a painted face. He was shocked. Had they gone native? "You're safe now," he said. "We've come to take you back. Don't worry, you're safe." Finn looked at the deserted village, the flickering firelight, the feathers dropped by his friends as they fled, and then at the men with their blackened faces and their guns. "We were safe," he said thickly. "We were safe with the Zante. But now—" It was Miss Minton's corset that had set off the alarm. For longer than expected, it floated down the Aragapi River. Then, when it was about to sink, it landed on a log of balsa wood and was carried into the Negro itself, where it became entangled in a fishing net. The man who found it took it to a local policeman, who sent a report to the police station in the next town, where the officer in charge confirmed it was a British corset and sent it to Colonel de Silva in Manaus. When a name tape saying A. Minton was discovered inside the whalebone bodice, the fat was in the fire. Seeing Miss Minton's waterlogged corset very much upset the colonel. He knew Miss Minton and did not think she would have removed her underclothes willingly. She must have been captured by a hostile tribe, and if she had been caught, probably had the professor too, and the children they had been pursuing. So Captain Pereira of the Brazilian River Police was called and told to pick up his men and take the fastest and best armed of the boats in the patrol fleet and look for them. The captain wasted no time. He had led several missions, and it was he who had put down a riot of the Talapi Indians when they turned against their employers in the Mato silver mine. He had broken up a battle between the rival drug traffickers on the Venezuelan border and rescued a kidnapped missionary from the Cali shortly before they planned to kill him. In less than 6 hours after he had been sent for, Captain Pereira and 12 of his best men were steaming out of Manaus at a speed which made the urchins on the waterside dig each other proudly in the ribs. But now, though his mission had been successful, Captain Pereira was disappointed. None of the people he had rescued had thanked him. They seemed stunned rather than pleased, and the boy's wretched dog would not stop barking. "There's no gratitude left in the world," he grumbled to his second in command. "Anyone would think I was taking prisoners instead of freeing them." But they came aboard with him. They even agreed to return on the fast patrol boat and let the Spanish boat and the Arabella to be brought back by Pereira's men. It seemed that there were urgent messages waiting for them in Manaus. Maya had thought that Finn might refuse, but he came too. The dream was over. The messages, when they reached Manaus, pleased no one. Mr. Murray had sent no less than 3 cables ordering Miss Minton to bring Maya back to England at once. He had heard about the fire in the consul and read about Maya's flight to the newspaper, and was both alarmed and annoyed. In an envelope addressed to the professor was a frantic note for Finn from Clovis. "Westward?" asked Maya, watching him. "Yes, Clovis is in trouble." "Does he say what sort of trouble?" asked Maya. "No, but he says he's desperate and I must come at once." "And will you?" asked Maya. Finn nodded. "One can't run forever," he said. "If Clovis is in trouble, it's my fault." But Maya had to turn away from the misery in his face.